All right, guys, welcome to war number 4. So yeah, we're on path 9 again. And this is a really, really sneakily good placement for Masacre. Definitely caught me off guard. And even though I have an R4 Masacre and I use him all the time, I didn't even think of this going into this fight. And you'll see after this first combo, I'm like, wait, what is going on? So you can see we're already down to, 83% after one 5-hit combo. And I was like, what the heck? And then I remembered whenever the opponent that Masacre is facing is immune to incinerate debuffs he puts on them, he does a burst of damage. And I never thought of that this Hazardous Shift Incinerate Poison Node would do that. So you can see here, so we will just be backing off. You can see he's still in an Incinerate phase here. It's about perfectly, goes right into Poison. We're looking to deal some damage here while we're in the Poison phase. So it's weird being fully immune to these debuffs and yet only attacking while he's in the Poison phase. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Not sure why I hit in there during Incinerate during the Incinerate phase. But hitting on block is completely fine, just to take up spacing here. So yeah, we're going ham during this Poison phase, trying to bait out this special one. And it's closing, so we can't attack in now. So we just got to keep hitting on the block. Not actually attacking him. There we accidentally hit him while I thought he was blocking. But this will finish him off. So yeah, almost a full, over a half our health bar went down. That's all potions, and yeah, not great. But I was proud that I pretty much right off the bat after that first 5-hit combo, I was like, wait, I know what that's from. So I was able to figure it out. Right here, we're probably just calming down a little bit, thinking about how we're going to take this with Nimrod. So yeah, we're pretty much only going to be attacking during the Poison phase, which we are immune to bleed and poison, not at all incinerate. He's also a robot, so he will not be gaining any health from willpower. So when we take an incinerate debuff, we will be taking a lot of more damage than regular. So yeah. So here we're just trying to get to our 2 bars of power. We have our full 10 charges, so the special 2 will hurt really bad for him. He does have some energy resistance, so it won't do as much as we would like it to. So, maybe going for the special 1 and then the special 2 would have been pretty helpful. But we do over half his health, so we know that, another special 2 with 10 charges will easily finish him off. So let's see. He's in Poison phase here, so we're good to attack in. Nimrod's damage does come a lot from his special 2, but he still does fine just with his combos. So we're using that to do damage to him that way as well. So here we do attacking a little bit with some incinerate damage. It doesn't proc any on us, which is fantastic, and we go straight into the special 2, and that will easily finish him off. He's just such a tank. Any mutants on path 9 that I can think of off the top of my head, he's going to be really good for, and he can finish it even while he can only hit in half the time. He's just going to be really good. So here, I believe we're waiting for, there might be already an Odin Shock pre-fight resistance buff up on us. Oh, they are running MD, and I really hate facing Kitty with MD because of all his armor ups, and I'm sure you're familiar with the Mystic Dispersion defender tactic, and how it's just a mess with Nimrod, because anytime, at least for the first time, we have an armor up go off there, she gets the miss, and she gets that protection up, and here we go straight into the special 2. Things are going pretty well so far. We want to bait this special 2 out, and there I guess we hit in wall and we missed, so she deals that burst of damage back to us. I'm trying to think, we're fine with the shock, but we're going to take extra damage with the incinerate. So I believe that's how we take a lot of damage that way, and barely survive. You can see my health just really ticking down here. So we end up finishing at 13% health. Not great at all. But yeah, it is what it is. Guardian should pretty much smack her there. But we didn't have a room on our team for him. So this is what we're dealing with. So we're going to heal up Nimrod some here. And we've taken this fight, I believe this is the 3rd time this season and the 3rd time in a row, I believe. So we're dealing all energy attacks with Nimrod. So we're not going to be taking any reflect damage from him, from his rock shield while that's up. So that's all good. There we get, you can see those nice SP1 dexes. Feeling pretty comfortable with that now. We don't have the Wags pre-fight, so while he has rock stacks up, he does have a chance to shrug off our stun. I probably should have, I guess there's no risk. I was going to say maybe I should have backdraft lights to get his rock stacks down, but we're looking fine. To build our charges, we do have to, parry him. So you can see how that would build Bubble Shield and make him unblockable. You can also see how it was really nice that I realized I was at 9. So I blocked the first hit to bring to 10, so the next hit would be unblockable, and then we dex the next 2, so that way we don't have to deal with the unblockable attack, basically. So that worked out really well. He has 2 rock stacks here. We're just trying to find an opening. Here we go. That is a major problem with Korg here, as he builds his... what is it, that like the crowd excitement or whatever you call it. When you're rooted like that, you're usually going to be dexing, which builds that crowd excitement, which makes him unblockable and unstoppable. And so if you miss a dex timing, he's going to hit into you while he is unblockable and unstoppable. And it's just not so great of a time. And so if he's being passive and stubborn with throwing his specials, you can get rooted, and then you could, take some hits. Now, Nimrod is very tanky, especially with the more armor ups he has. The better he's going to do with mitigating that damage if it's not a critical hit with those armors. So here we're just building back to that special 3, and yeah, he just keeps going unstoppable and unblockable. Really freaking annoying. Really glad that I got that special 2 dex. And here we're just going to throw this to get that adrenaline healing and try to... This fight is getting a little sketchy now. Definitely the worst that I've played this out of the 3 times I faced him here. So hopefully the next time we throw that, it'll be with... our 10 charges, and it should finish him off. Here with the special focus too, he's not going to be gaining really any power, but we want to bait this out since he's... I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, we got rooted and he hits into us a little bit. We're almost back up to the special 3 here, which would be able to finish him off here. So this should, after that last 5-hit combo into a special 3, should finish him off. I believe we come a little bit short during the special 3, but the burst damage after should finish him off. And yeah, there we go. Definitely not a clean fight. We got rooted at least, 3 or 4 times. And here was I forgot to start recording till into the fight. So this is Sauron on 26. And he's going to be gaining power because of the Conflictor. I believe we have Wags, but we have shock debuffs that is feeding that power. So we are very comfortable with baiting out that special 1, even though a lot of times if you're not using Nimrod, it's unblockable. But we're fine. We're fine baiting that out. Now you see he gets drained, so he doesn't have one, which is awesome. So yeah, we're going in. We are losing a little bit of health on those shock debuffs since we aren't fully immune to them and since we don't gain from willpower. But this special 2 will finish him off, I believe. I think that's my last fight with Nimrod. So all we needed was the solo there, which is awesome. And all right, so here we have Wong on tier 2 9A. Now this is shock and bleed, and we either are we giving, yeah, I think we're giving Iceman the shock resistance here. Or no, I guess we already gave it to him earlier. So we are fully immune to bleed, and we are very resistant to, I believe we're 90% resistant to the shock debuff, which is the willpower healing will make up for the 10% damage it is doing. So you can see this fight is going really well. But apparently I didn't know Wong's kit good enough, because there will be some burst damage here that you will see where in real time in the fight, I had no idea how it was happening. So if you take a look, well, there it just happened. That the symbol on his side with the energy bolt, once that gets to 100, and I hit him with a medium or light attack, it'll do a burst of, I think it's like 3,000. Well, I'm not sure, because I looked on my chant, which is an R1, so this obviously is not an R1. So it'll be doing more damage. I think I read on slow replay that it did 9,000 some damage. So we have no idea where that's coming from. Obviously, to get rid of that, you want a heavy instead of medium or lighting when he has those 99 charges. Basically, whenever he throws a special 1, you're going to try to 1 a counter with a heavy. But yeah, we're about even in the health race here. And you can see he's at 100 charges of the other kind of thing he has there. So we're at 13% now with that burst damage. We're desperately trying to get out of this alive, which we do end up doing. So I had no idea what was going on. I was like, just get me out of this fight and I'll figure it out for next time. So here we have one of the main reasons we brought Iceman in. He's just great. He's a mutant, so he's going to be great against Nick Fury here. I have taken this Nick Fury before with Kingpin, but obviously he's banned 100% of the time this season. So, yeah, we can't be relying on that. So here we're managing his charges. We don't want him to throw any unblockable special 1s. So yeah, we're really looking to push him to special 2s, not letting him throw really any special 1s, because that's just the way we want to take this fight. We want to limit the risk that we have. Not sure why we pushed him to a special 1 there, probably because he was at low charges and it wasn't going to be unblockable. There we detonate some of the frostbites we had on him, push on the block till he's past the special 2. We're easily able to get him to that special 2, make him throw it, and then we get him into his second life. His charges are getting up there, so we want to be careful. We do not want him to throw this unblockable special 1. There we throw our own special 1, and we're looking to bait. Oh, there he does clip me with his unblockableness. Just caught me in between there. And but we're looking fine. This combo might do it, and it does. So yeah, there's a big beefy. I'm not sure if that was an R4 Fury, but Fury is definitely no joke on warpaths. So here we have the Rich Get Richer Mini, which Odin takes care of so much better than I thought he was going to. He's at no point going to be betting from Rich Get Richer. We are. So we're just going to be getting a ton of power. 1 special 2, I believe that was. But yeah, he's we're trying not to parry him to give him that dark energy. There's a parry. And 1 special 2 should be all it takes to finish him here. And it does. And man, that was pretty much the fastest fight you'll ever see with Odin. Just his power goes through the roof. His special 2s hit hard. He hits hard in his regular combos. And I do assign myself to this Guardian here with Odin. I figure he's going to be at full health. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of, other than baiting out a lot of his special 1s, there's not going to be too big of a risk here. So I'm just going to watch this fight with you as I know the outcome. We just want to be aware of that falter that will come up from time to time with the vigilance buff, and once that expires, the timer will come down to where I have to knock him down with a heavier special. Not sure what happened there. I thought I was fully blocking that whole thing, but I've just seemed to notice that with Guardian Special 1, with whoever I'm fighting against, I will try to block it, and it just will not block the whole thing. So yeah, there's the full dex. There we take it all on the block, which we have plenty of armor and health to work with here, so we are fine doing that. There we just take another one on the block. We have the falter on us. And I'm not sure why we didn't save. I think that was an accident. I can't remember what I was trying to do there. So there's another parried special 1. And we are very much winning this race. I believe I get a special 2 off. I build to the special 2 and throw it. Again, just a lot of special 1 baiting. And here's the special 2. And man, that does a chunk of damage. And then he caught me on the step back. The beam, I guess I was thinking that it was going to be more like Nova's special 2, whereas that comes right away, whereas it's kind of like a orb of energy that doesn't reach you if you're at the far side of the screen. There's a delay there, and he got me with it. Wasn't fully prepared to take it. I was trying to take it all on the block, but instincts just kicked in, and I tried to dex it. I was 100% going to block the rest. It was just, the defender, if there's a special, you dex back. So really silly death there. I could have tanked a special 3. There's so many ways I could have won that fight. But here comes the running Mystic Dispersion. This is the longest Alliance War fight that I have ever taken in my life. And those armor ups are really gonna gimp my power, with Iceman's power already being being noodle-like. So There he gets the Mystic Dispersion. I try to attack on him and miss. Put up the protection on him. So yeah, you're gonna see me block some special ones, and you're gonna see that. See, there's no dex. I didn't dex out of that, so I block. So there will be no buff that will be expiring, aka the dexterity buff, the precision, from the dexterity. So, there's the dexterity. So we have no reason to not dex it, but I think just by habit or rather the plan that we had going into this fight, we block it anyway. And he's stun immune, so sometimes it's hard to get ins. And you can see how slow this fight is going right now. Again, I feel like we're halfway done with this fight and he's not even below 50%. We'll see if that's the case. But special ones are going to be key here. They're going to put those cold snap and frostbites on him, which will do definitely the majority of our power. Even though we're incinerate immune, we're not trying to deal with that special 2. And yeah, he's going to get that Mystic Dispersion is going to come into play multiple times this fight. We're just trying to use spacing there and to bait out that special 1, get that falter debuff off of us when it comes up. He's about to get his falter. There it is on us. We're gonna want to hit onto his block here. There, I think I just forget about it and go to punish his special, and it's just not happening. So yeah, we're 235. So this is the halfway point, and he is at 60% health. Definitely. So I think sometime around here we noticed that, and we're like, okay, we're going to have to be more aggressive here. We're going to have to be a lot more aggressive. We got health to play with. You can see I really didn't lose much health up to this point. So we're like, okay, if it feels right, we're going to have to push him to special 2s. We need to get damage. That's the only way we're soloing this. We have to get more aggressive. So you're going to see that here. And I don't know if I'm just getting better RNG with the regular combos placing the frostbites on him, or it's hard to see exactly how that's happening. But again, unless I crit, those armors are going to really mitigate my damage. So we're really looking at the special ones, the frostbite, the cold snap, to do the majority of our power. And willpower is helping him out. This is a beefy mini boss. So we have a minute 20 left. We have plenty of health to work with. He's going to get that falter debuff on us in just a second here. It is on us. I should have dashed in at him like you've seen me doing. That would have got the falter debuff on me. And there's another mistake. I just played so well like the first 3/4 of this fight, as far as just like managing all of his miss and falters and everything like that. But yeah, we're 40 seconds. We still have a little under 20% to do. So we push him through the special 2. He does have a power gain. Luckily, he throws that right away. And that didn't even do above 5% for my ice shield to protect me. But we do survive the special 2. There, the Mystic Dispersion kicks in. And we have 20 seconds left with 5% health. And we're just very desperately trying to get it in here. We don't even care about anything else. And I believe the explosion, so 7 seconds left. Killed him with 7 seconds left. Can you believe it? I sure couldn't. At 50% of the time left, when he was at well above 50%, I just did not foresee myself soloing that. And you've heard people say Iceman is a noodle. And with spamming the special 1, I never really felt like that was entirely the case. But yeah, I definitely felt it there. And And I'd be lying if I said that R4 and Iceman, if that fight didn't deter me just a little bit, because his immunities is just amazing for Path 9. And but yeah, there you go. That's my longest fight of Alliance War ever. At least with getting the fight down. I have timed out before. But yeah, that's the war. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment. But yeah, that fight was hell. So yeah, see you guys.